battling at one end. And that struck extremely well. Ijaz coming down the wicket. That's probably the most positive shot he's played so far.
And that's a bad ball. Put away for 4.
Yes, he's opted to go around the wicket. This one half tracker and then wide of off stump. Money for jam, that one there. Pakistan 4 for 209. 65 overs gone. All the time in the world to hit that one there. It was a little bit ungainly, but he got it right through the gap, and there's no chance of cutting that off.
That's a bad ball from Paul Wilson. Put away.
Well, he's given that one the full Monty. Just a half tracker outside off. Whoa, he just couldn't believe his luck. Just have a go at the back lift on this one. Whack.
It's a lovely shot inside out there from Ijaz, but he's got enough bat on it. It's racing away to the boundary, 4 runs.
Well, he just pushed through with that bottom hand, didn't he? He just steered it right through the gap, exactly where he wanted to, and just jammed down with that bottom hand through the line of the ball. Just watch this. Bang.
It's good to see that he's continuing that good form.
And that's a big hit. Bang! And away it goes for 4 runs.
It's a good shot. Very good shot by Ijaz.
Good working, Mac. Come on, mate.
Certainly one of his strengths is that shot over cover. Gets in out on it. He has to clear that man at deepish cover.
That's a beautiful shot. Yusuf Yohana and Ijaz Ahmed setting up an enormous partnership here. Nice piece of running there from this Pakistan pair. And that's the other thing that's impressed me about their work in this game. The running between the wickets has been far more aggressive.
And that's 50 for Ijaz. He's worked hard for it. He's in for a very long time to get to double figures, but since Johanna's come to the crease, they've played well as a pair.
And that's not a great bit of bowling there from Peter McIntyre. Too full. Basically, you've got the whole field to hit that one. A full toss. And there goes Ijaz, and he's belted that through extra cover for 4.
You've got a feel for the bowlers every time he tosses one up, and it's not necessarily the wrong thing to do when people are in good touch like Ijaz is, and that is a fine shot. Away he goes, and there it is. And that'll not perfectly timed. He's such a strong man, Ijaz. Oh, and that's a beautiful shot. Just rocked into it, Ijaz. Again, we see the use of the wrists. All these Pakistani players very strong in the wrists. Just accelerating through. Leaning back a bit, but fearfully struck. And so hard.
Well, how's the back? He stood there and just arched that back and absolutely whammied that. And of course that ball just went into that scuffed up area too next to the pitch, and that's not going to do it much too good as well as hitting the fence at a great rate of knots.
And again he's just smashed it away. This time he's hit it past point for 4.
And that's going to probably pick him up a boundary. It's a long boundary down there, and should have enough legs to get through to the boundary, and it does.
Certainly a bit of fortune here for Ijaz.
The 4.
And that's put away short and wide. And Ijaz jumped all over that, as he has all day. Again, too short and too wide from Brad Young, and a player of Ijaz Ahmed's ability is going to make you pay.
Again, disappointing. Any width on the offside, and Ijaz will not miss out, especially when he's got as many runs as he has, and he's been around. Again, just clubbed away. You can see him overbalancing there.
And decides to go down the ground. No doubt about that. Ijaz just coming down to meet the delivery of Brad Young and punches it straight down the ground for 4 runs and takes him to 103.
Yes, well played, Ijaz Ahmed. Well-deserved 100. fought very hard for it early on in his innings. It was scratchy. Here he is coming down the wicket, opting to go over the top. Darren Lehmann putting the pressure on him by bringing in the field, and his answer was right. I'll go straight over.
And that's in the air, and it's going to run away for 4 runs. Unfortunately, when you've got just under 500 runs on the board, can't have too many slips in there. Would have been an extra man or two, that would have gone to hand, but it didn't.
Yeah, this is frustrating. Very frustrating time for the captain and also the team.
And Ijaz right onto that one, pulls it away down to fine leg. And Paul Wilson does it nicely down there, picked up the line pretty well and sent in a pretty useful return.
Yes, he's played this pull shot very much with ease, timed it nicely, controlled it nicely, and well fielded there by Paul Wilson. It's another stand and deliver. Well, it was just a fraction fuller, and he's really got his timing together now. Paul Wilson just over pitching here. There's the width again. That's exactly where Ijaz Ahmed loves it. Just tends to open the face a little bit too with the shot. Finds the gap just wide of mid-off. Doesn't even bother moving. And that's the 500 for Pakistan. It's another milestone. And there's certainly no movement in the Pakistani camp when it comes to a declaration.
In Hobart, he's creeping up the list of high scorers here in Australia. And that's out. Nice little edge, and that's where he stays on that list. He joins Javed, still around about the 8th or 9th highest score made by a Pakistani in Australia. So Paul Wilson there, good reward for him, Tom, picking up his 4th wicket.